from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. So Michigan's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Here's Arch to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Smothers. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad.
It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Turning it on. The 20. He's at the 10. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
You know, they say sometimes you got to be at the right place at the right time, and that linebacker was. When that ball came free, he saw it immediately, was able to scoop it, show you the speed. He takes it back for a long touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. On the move is the 30. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly, on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. He's past the sticks. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field, paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Breaks into the open. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Sets his feet. It's Underwood. Out wide right, it's Hawkins. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down.
Well, a great job by the quarterback understanding where the pressure was coming from and understanding where his outlet was. And David, you know, it's demoralizing, I expect, from a defensive standpoint when you think you've dialed up the blitz and you think you're getting home.
Yeah, and you're doing what you can to try to pressure the QB, and you're bringing extra guys, but sometimes that comes at a sacrifice, and you can see he got the matchup he wanted, took advantage of it, didn't get flustered. That was the biggest thing. Like most QBs, sometimes when that blitz comes, they'll get flustered really quickly and make a bad decision. He stayed calm, made the right read, made the right decision.
Sends it back in motion. Underwood. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those who have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
It's a fumble! Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Looking to move the chains, they throw it complete to the left. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Hauls it in, and he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Right side, it's Hudson. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Just going to keep it after the snap. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nowhere to go.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Underwood to throw. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Marsh. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Caught, and he's got room. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And how about the big tight end doing the work for the quarterback, man? Nice, short, safe throw. And how about the speed, the athletic ability? You've seen the evolution of the tight end in the history of football, and this is exactly why. They went from being a big target to now a guy that can make plays after the catch and make big home run plays like he did right there.
And he's going to bring it out. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Holds it looking for a crease. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Rushes on. Blasted as he lets it go. Out wide right, it's Edwards. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger.
It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. There he goes. 10. Touchdown, Michigan. Took it all the way back to the house. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And right down the middle.
21, Texas.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it, throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
RPO complete. Makes the grab down immediately. He picks up a few.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Long way to go on second down. Looking for a crease. It's Edwards. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Longhorns decide to punt it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
Makes the grab in their space. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll send the back in motion. Throwing, Underwood. Got his man on the outside. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Wolverines have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Tight end now in motion. Drops back. It's Underwood. Turns it upfield. Could not make his way to the corner.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Michigan. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. Past the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Longhorns. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They wasted no time on that drive, got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They're going to run it to the right. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Left side is Reynolds. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That one blocked beautifully as he gets across the 20 to the 21 before he goes out of bounds.
Well, it's a great individual effort by the running back on that last play. It's 3rd and forever. He tried to get his team the first down. Not enough. Let's see what they do on 4th.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Trying to get started. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He's changing the play. Arch is going to throw for it. Here comes the heat. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Under pressure. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The ride. Turning it on. The 40. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the Clemson Tigers. And it's the Crimson Tide who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Let's take a look at some of the other notable games going on, including one that looks like it could be headed towards Upset City.
First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Out wide left, it's Buchanan. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Right side, it's Marshall. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Makes the grab. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
When you play zone coverage, you've got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Manning. Left side is Coleman. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Edwards. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Out wide right, it's Fleming. Got enough space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Edwards. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Texas! Ready to try the point after.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Coming out with it, it's Marshall. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. See some running room. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Out wide left, it's Reynolds. Turns it on in midfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And that's good enough for first down.
The Wolverines come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Underwood. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. We want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Second and long here. To throw, it's Underwood. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
I feel like this defense really needed that, man. They need a shot in the arm. They've had some bad possessions, not been great. Nice job getting to the quarterback, getting in a predictable third and long situations where now you can unleash that pass rush.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Here's Underwood. Left side is Marshall. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. From the gun, it's Edwards. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
To throw, Manning. Looking to the big tight end. He's got his man across the middle. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
Man, that is exactly what you want. That is perfect execution. Back near your own end zone, man. You want to get that ball out of your hand. You want to create some space, and don't flirt with that end zone at all. Ball gets out of quarterback's hand. Receiver makes the play. Great job understanding the situation.
Out wide left, it's Wingo. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. So first down will open up the final period. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. They were all over it. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here.
Out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. So the defense sets them up for that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Showing all kinds of confidence in that arm, throwing back to the right. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
And it's been fun to watch this QB execute today because he's shown you a little bit of everything. He's shown you the fastball. He's shown you the changeup, the ability to throw to all parts of the field, and he's still taking shots. Even after having 4 touchdowns, you can tell they feel confident in him. He's confident, and he's still throwing the football down the field.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They go play action. Bryce Underwood buying a little time to his left. On target to the left. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Right side, it's Reynolds. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Handoff to the lone back. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Left side, it's Buchanan. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And that lead grows even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing it. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. The run inside. It's Edwards. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Arch Madness. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. They'll need a bunch on second down. Making the adjustment. Manning with the play fake. Moves to his right. He's going to take off. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
You know, you wonder sometimes if this quarterback, because of the success he's had earlier in the game, running the ball, just thinks every time I scramble, something good is going to happen. I think that time, guys, he should have stayed in the pocket and tried to take a shot, because it looked to me like he had a guy open downfield.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Motion from the wideout. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Sweep. Return. Where did he go?
Manning to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the middle. And it's his 4th interception of the night. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
The give, and tick. Across the 25, he's got room.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. From the red zone, it's Marshall. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.